Team Kawasaki Frontale in the blue and black, taking the goal away to our right in this first half. See a few of the players wearing leggings. It's a coolish night here. Should be the goalkeepers. Frontale. Once trained with Inter Milan in Italy. Made his professional debut at Shanghai United when he was just 17. Youngest still in terms of a goalkeeping debut in the Chinese Super League. Chen Paul will play predominantly wide down the right-hand side. And he just saw Young Jung-Yu got a piece of it. It'll be a free kick for Kawasaki. Just took a bit of a knock there, Sotomiura. On his only cap in January for Japan. He scored on match day 5 just last week. He'll be okay, but look like a sore one. Too much on that. A victory here would be absolutely massive for Shandong. Move them into 4th place, as I mentioned, ahead of their opponents tonight. With only 2 group matches to go, be a great position to be in. He's trying to weave his way into the box, Harrison, and it might fall here, and it did, and now it's in, and it's only taken a few minutes. It's Marcinho, the scorer, and he took that very calmly indeed. Shandong's defenders look at each other. The goalkeeper did all he could to save the initial effort, but Marcinho was in the right place at the right time. And Kawasaki Frontale have exactly the start they wanted. This was Harrison on the charge, did very well. The shot from Sigawa came back off the goalkeeper, and Marcinho was there to pounce. He's into double figures now for the season, his 2nd in the Champions League. And Kawasaki Frontale lead by a goal to 0 inside the first 5 minutes here. Shandong looking for an immediate response. I thought it would be an open game, and the way things have started suggests exactly that. Chen Paul beat the first defender, but not the second. See how many men Shandong have committed upfield there. They're all having to race back now. Harrison trying to get the better of his man. He stood up well, actually, Jung. That's out for a throw. But already, exactly the kind of game we were expecting. Action at both ends. Marcinho, who's been here for 3 years now, but he actually came via a short spell playing club football in China. And Shandong Taishan's best laid plans out the window very early. 3 minutes the official goal time. Very solid challenge that from Mariyama. Here's Wu Xinghan. Well, Turu Aniki, who's been here for 7 years now. It's actually his first managerial job. He had a 13-year career as a midfielder in his playing days, including 6 years at Kawasaki. He's won 4 league titles his time in charge. Why would you want to change it? It's a good ball for Lu Yanyi. Referee had a look at that, said no foul. Laid off by Yusuke Sagawa, who's a busy player. Never see him stood still. And he is again, precision pass to the feet of Erison. Rescued by Wenon. Whistle's gone. He's got a bit of a knock, I think, Erison. Cost $3.5 million US when he moved here in January from Botafogo. More catching practice for Wang Dale. He's managed to shake that off, that knock. One solid in the air by Nariyama. And Demescaran has got it back. Born in the Netherlands, but was a former Japanese youth international. Actually came through the Ventforet Kofu Academy. Saivan Vermeskeren. I wonder what Kang Hee Choi makes of it all. 65 now, in charge of Shandong for a year and a half. Back from Jung Jung. I don't think that Jung Yu actually wanted the ball played there. Got away with it, they've got a throw, but it was heart in mouth time for a moment. Mascarin got a foot in. Went on. Very strong tackle, but a fair one. Certainly challenges flying in. And finally the referee Simon he doesn't like. Ended up with Sagawa on the deck. Time you'd see a free kick given for Kawahara's challenge, but the official wants to let it go. Conceal. It's actually a decent ball from Jazeel there. Completely misjudged that, Yusuke Sagawa. Very good since he joined the club, Sagawa, last year. Been a virtual ever present since then. Finally, they found a way to get forward here, Kawasaki. They do get forward quickly. So for Erison, thought about the shot, was blocked easily enough by Jung Jung. Kobayashi. Chazil. Great ball, that's a couple of those he's played. When he been able to take advantage, that was beautifully into the path of Kobayashi. Failed to judge the bounce of the ball. They still got it though with Kawahara. Mascarin did well just to keep that alive. Kobayashi's touch. It's promising for a moment from Kawasaki. Fought for that well, Kazashvili, and here's Wenon, chance to equalise. Very good chance, and he just about got enough on it, did Jun Sung-young, to divert it the right side of the post from his point of view. Just a thump up the pitch initially by Gao Zunyi. Look at the space for Xie Wenon, and the keeper did well. I think he knew the challenge was going to come in, just did enough Sotomiura to put Wenon off. It is a corner, however, but by a distance. Shandong Taishan's best chance so far. Lu Yanyi will take. The referee's seen a bit too much pushing and shoving. To a very dangerous area. Did well, Kobayashi. Could easily have diverted that into his own net if he hadn't been fully concentrated. Still more defending though for the home team to do here. So congested at that near post. Looking for Zeca, I think, to get the flick. 6'4", the Brazilian. Stationed right at that near post. It's over him, or the keeper was in trouble there. They were all at sea for a moment, Kawasaki. It's another corner, could have been worse. Let's look at the goalkeeper here. It's always difficult when there are players in front of the keeper, but he just misjudged that. In the end, happily poked away by Marcinho. So a third corner in quick succession for the Chinese side. Keeps telling them, I'm not sure they're listening. So much holding going on. Here's the corner. Yeah, the keeper should claim that safely enough, and does. Little naughty of Zeca. There's no real harm done. Jazil just toe poked it through, but accurately enough for Sagawa to collect it. Yamamoto just sits in front of the back four, Yuki Yamamoto. Now Jazil again. So, quarter of an hour gone, 1-0 in Kawasaki's favour. That Marcinho early strike, putting the Japanese team on the front foot here. And if they win this match, they'll go to 12 points. And they'll have like a 5-point cushion to the team in 9th place. Top 8 go through, just to reiterate. What is that? I think he found the referee's pen. Not seen that before. Here's Jazil. Chip forward by Mariyama. Meskarin. Back to Jazil. They're happy with a slow, almost staccato build-up at times, Kawasaki. Meskarin again. Yamamoto for Jazil. Kobayashi. This is good play from Kawasaki. That was a nice little switch as well. Needed saving. Strong arm from Wongdale to keep it out. It's a lovely move. Some superb build-up play there from Kawasaki Frontale. There's a free kick here for a shirt pull. But he was needed there, Wongdale, to make the save. Decent hit from Kawahara. Yeah, never really had that fully under control from Jung-Yu. Misplaced the pass. Here comes Miura. He's given it away. Well, that was more by luck than judgment, wasn't it? Got away with it. Home team enjoying nearly 75% possession in the opening 18 minutes or so. Harrison again was looking threatening. There's a couple of times he's really run at that Shandong defence. No handball. Kawahara. Was Van Vermeskeren. No free kick. Well, great effort. It's going to be a goal kick in the end, but that's what the manager would love to see. Fantastic from Harrison. Giving it absolutely everything. Seven goals for the season the Brazilian has, but yet to find the net in this competition. Well, that must be a foul on Marcinho. A hand of apology from Chen Paul and the first yellow card of the game. And a couple of goes at him, and that was not very subtle. Two over the ball, Yamamoto and Miura. Wasn't really worth the wait. It's a nice turn though from Marcinho. He does look lively. Got himself a corner. It'll be Kawasaki Frontale's first of the game. Yamamoto to take it. 6 waiting in the penalty area in blue. It's drilled back in, but not very effectively by Van Vermeskeren. They've still kept it alive. And still a crowded penalty area if they can deliver here. Still feel that Shandong Taishan offering just enough of a threat that Kawasaki will feel they'll need a second. Here's Jazil. It's been too big, surely. Here in 2018, Jazil, he was initially on loan, and that was made permanent. Born in Sao Paulo, 30-year-old. So midway point of the opening period, it remains Kawasaki Frontale 1, Shandong Taishan 0. Goal from Marcinho after only 3 minutes, if you're just joining us. Jazil. Vermeskeren. Here's Kaisashvili. It's hardly been on the ball at all, the Georgian, so far. And that was no near Zeka, but Wenon has picked it up and gone for goal and deflected, but Jun Song-young prevents the corner. Oh, that was a very loose one. He got lucky. Just a lack of concentration, I think, from the goalkeeper there. So nearly made a present of that to Xie Wenon. That was the first effort. Marcinho could be away here. Needs some support. Just have to hold it up fractionally or go himself. Oh, that's really unselfish. And Kobayashi didn't really strike it with authority. Good stop, though, from Van Vermeskeren's follow-up. Erison, deflection, corner. Well, 3 or 4 shots. He must have felt like a duck in a fairground shooting range there, Wang Dale. Trouble all started when Marcinho got clear. He had no support initially. Thought he was going to come inside and shoot. Lovely, unselfish layoff to Kobayashi. Successive saves from the goalkeeper, the second of which was from Van Vermeskeren. Not getting a lot of protection, though, you could argue. Harrison had the final shot. That was the first one. Here's the corner. Just got a flick on it, Hong Jun-young. Commento. Kawahara. Junjun just coaxes it towards the halfway line, looking for Zeka's flick. Didn't reach him. On by Kawasaki. Anywhere will do for Van Vermeskeren. Well, that was well held up. Really was good play from Harrison. Kawahara. Harrison again. Nice little dummy to fool the defender. And Wu Xinghan hacked him down. Dead leg, maybe, I think he's saying to the official. Wu Xinghan totally outfoxed. So Erisson's okay, and a free kick in a semi-threatening position here for Kawasaki Frontale. Mariyama, the centre-half, is up from the back. He's been pretty busy, Wang Dale, in that Shandong goal. Should be the keeper's. Oh, just for a moment, thought he was going to make a mess of it, but he grabbed it at the second attempt. Kawasaki. Oh, they've lost it in a dangerous position. Marcinho, not the man to give it to on this performance so far, but for once he couldn't take it on. Kawasaki. Zeka was sniffing around. This is when on. Zeka. Better from Shandong. Xinghan. The worst cross. And then a complete miscue from Hyung Jung-yu, but the whistle had gone anyway. So Jazil will start again. Nice turn, Harrison. Marcinho. Yeah, but that counts on Yi. Marcinho again, tried to do the little flick with the outside of the boot. Went for the return though, and he's got it. The final touch was just a fraction heavy, and made Wang Dale favourite to get there first. Well, they both seem to be enjoying it. It's a nice flick from Kobayashi. And he was saying, the keeper, he just pushed it and inadvertently got a little flick off Marcinho, which is why it went for a goal kick and not a corner. So 70-30, there or thereabouts, in terms of possession. 3 shots so far from the home team. Just the one from Shandong. Hill was the last man back. Again, there's no real press, is there, from Shandong? Went on. Did well to dig that out of his feet, actually. He wanted a free kick, Chen Paul, but the referee was very close to that. Said no foul. 2 in the middle waiting. To be dealt with and was, with Sagawa poised to pull the trigger. That very carefully. Jung I think makes a big difference when he's in the back four. Didn't play last week on matchday 5. 35 years of age now, but reads the game exceptionally well. Corner then for Kawasaki. Beat the first defender. Might have 2 physios required here. Yu Kobayashi is the Kawasaki player down. Oh, made perfect contact with the ball, you'd have to say. Sliding in there, Gao Zhenyi. One of those where they both immediately had a problem. It's a yellow card being shown to Kobayashi. Well, both okay, which is good to see. Actually, fearing that it might be a serious problem for at least one of them, but not the case. So Wang Dale goes long. Zeka is almost a permanent target, but he's not had too much joy in the air so far. Referee let that go. This is Zeka. Don't think that Kawasaki will mind seeing him that deep. Kaizishvili came back to the Georgian. Oh, Zeka off the bar, suddenly opened up for him. And the danger may not be over when on was arriving. Another chance here, and the keeper makes a super save to shovel it wide of his post. Excellent reactions from Jung Sung-young. But Shandong mighty close to a leveller there on more than one occasion. Suddenly broke to Zeka all on his own. Keeper's actually pushed that against the woodwork. That's a fine save. And that is as well another excellent piece of goalkeeping. He's kept them ahead, Jung Sung-young, no doubt. Corner has already been taken. Kaisaishvili. This is a terrific run from Ericsson. Still going, look at this. He must have eaten 4 defenders. And that's not a bad ball for Marcinho. Defender just got back and got the challenge in, Wu Xinghan. Well, we've had a couple of absolutely enthralling minutes here. First the action in the other penalty area, and then Ericsson's run, and so nearly setting up Marcinho for a second. When Xinghan got there just in the nick of time. Certainly can't afford to concede a second now. What are we, 8 minutes or so from the break? He comes so close to equalising. This would be a bitter blow. Yamamoto's corner. Free header, and then put out of harm's way in the end by Zeka. Jasil it was, who, I don't think they really saw him appear at the far post. Another look at this. And he was trying to head it back across goal. Maybe could have gone for goal himself there. I don't think he realised how close he was. Another corner there. Oh, the delivery was poor, but it almost produced something. Went through a crowd of players. Ericsson's effort was blocked. Can't take your eye off this for a moment, can you? Away by Marcel. Zeka maybe should be trying that kind of trickery in that part of the pitch. It's a nice little turn, clever stuff from Sagawa. Went for the nutmeg there as well. He's still got it, Sagawa. Couldn't find the cross to match the approach play. Sagawa. Ericsson. See how tight they're trying to get onto him. Not surprising. It's been a real live wire in this first half so far. Sagawa. Whistle's gone. And the free kick's been given, and this is dangerous. Very dangerous, this for Shandong. Hands were all over him. Jung man penalised. Well, there's never a bad time to score, but this would be a particularly good time, 5 minutes before the break. Stifle some of the exuberance that Shandong have showed in the last 5 minutes, so nearly equalised. 2 or 3 occasions in that exhilarating passage of play a few moments ago. We went for the near post and he made it! What a clever free kick! Oh, Yuki Yamamoto take a bow. He completely fooled Frontale, and they do have the cushion of a second goal. Gave the keeper the eye, made a signal, and then just slid it very cleverly into the near post. That really is a clever piece of thinking. Had to curl it around the wall. Look how far outside the post he started that. Terrific goal, that. The absolute last thing that Frontale was expecting. And when he did realise where the ball was heading, it was too late. Only the second of the season for Yamamoto. And it's just given Kawasaki Frontale a bit of breathing space. Zaka. Football's always been a game of ifs and buts and what ifs, but had that potential passage of play, or that exhilarating piece of play where we had 3 great chances in about 30 seconds. One of those gone in. Would have been a completely different story. As it is, it's 2-0. Zaka's had no kind of service really, apart from where he hit the crossbar, which was when the ball came to him rather inadvertently via a defender. That's Van der Meskeren who's got a problem. Side Van der Meskeren. Always worry when a player goes down off the ball. That was that challenge, actually. Oh, yeah, you can see. You can see very clearly. Studs right on the instep. One of those that's painful, but you would think he'd be okay to continue. Extended treatment, though, for the 30-year-old. It was the first goal from Marcinho. Took it very coolly indeed. Just 3 minutes in, that was. He's going to have to go off. I wonder whether Toro Iniki might wait to make a decision. We're nearly at half-time, although, having said that, bound to be probably 4 or 5 minutes of additional time here. Looks like he can come back straight away anyway. Harrison, such a willing runner in this first half. So we've played the 45, we're into stoppage time. at the end of the opening period. 3 minutes of it to add. And now Van Vesterkeren is back on the pitch. Seal. Kawahara. A free kick for that. Can't help feeling that the scoreline is maybe just a little rough on Shandong Taishan. Harrison jumping. Complete miscue by Wu Xinghan. Harrison again. What about that? Well, it was a theatrical throwing himself to the ground at the end of it. It says he's got a problem with his eye or his face. I'm not sure exactly what he's done, but a little trick that preceded it. Look at this. Who would ever think of doing that unless he were born in Brazil? I honestly don't think that Wu Xinghan's done anything wrong there. I think he'll be fine. Shandong was the target, was never going to reach him. It's a surging run that nearly produced something, and they'll get a corner in the last minute of time added on here. Although, I think the whistle may have gone. It has. Yeah, for that was the foul from Sotomayor. Surging run, though. And a really good watch this first period, which has now come to a conclusion. Kawasaki Frontale in control. Marcinho as early as the 3rd minute, and then a really clever Yuki Yamamoto free kick 4 minutes from the break. Zaka there hit the bar. That man, Jung Sung-young's made any number of excellent saves. But they are 45 minutes away, the home team here, from potentially semi-booking their spot in the round of 16. Half-time. It's striker, but it is a blow because Kawasaki, one of the more experienced players and one of the most creative as well in the Shandong Taishan lineup. Big task for the Chinese side here. 2 goals down, conceded after 3 minutes, and then again just before the break. So where we go, if you are just joining us, Shandong Taishan all in orange. They'll be attacking the goal away to our right in this second half, playing catch-up. No changes to the Kawasaki Frontale lineup. Wouldn't be the end of the road for Shandong Taishan if they do lose here, but they would be outside, as they are now, outside the top 8 qualifying spots, but still 2 more matches in this league to play next year before we get to the round of 16. All a bit scrappy, a couple of players down early on in this second half. Fouls by Wu Qinghan. Left Sagawa in a bit of a heap. Well, maybe more changes being summoned here. This doesn't look good at all, does it? We saw the replay. It didn't look like it was that bad a challenge. I think maybe the way that he went down. Confirmation on your screen now that Kawasaki has been withdrawn. The stretch is out, and I think we are going to see an enforced change here very early in the second half for Kawasaki Frontale. Tono is the man who's going to come on. 25-year-old who can play up front. He can also play as a winger. Five 5'5" only, but he's quick. Well, that is the end of Sagawa's evening. What a pity. Let's hope he's okay. So it didn't look that bad, but clearly he's in real discomfort there. So here comes the replacement. Referee obviously didn't view that as any kind of a serious foul. No card was issued to Wu Qinghan. Clearing headed by Ogni. Saw the danger, Yamamoto there very quickly. Ogni just stumped it up the pitch, and it's going to roll straight through to Jung Sun-young. Well, that was all a bit unnecessary. Pleading is innocent, Shea went on. Let's have another look at it. Well, I don't really think he needed to do that. It was always going to be the goalkeeper's ball. I think that was just born out of frustration. He's a little bit fortunate that the referee hasn't reached for his top pocket. At least he can smile about it. Maruyama came here from Nagoya Grampus earlier this year. The ball did stay in play from that throw. Here's Marcel. Zeka. Liu Yanyi. Now Ogni. Zeka's a target, was just too high for him. If it was too high for him, it's probably too high for anyone. Wenon's header. Certainly seen Wu Xinghan, the fullback, get forward on multiple occasions, almost playing as a left winger at times. One reason that Kawasaki have had so much space when they have gone forward themselves, he's been out of position. Shandong throw right by the corner flag. Ogni. Trying to twist and turn away from trouble, Chen Paul, but it's only a goal kick. Yamamoto. Calmly done by Miura. This is Jessil. Yamamoto again. Maruyama. Senior wanted the give and go, but it was all just a little bit tight on that near touch line. Here comes Marcinho, dangerous with ball at feet. Kobayashi. Kawahara. Harrison's first touch of the half, I'd reckon that was. Here's Yamamoto. Miura. Marcinho again. Always looking to probe, he's got the give and go. Defender tracked his run well on that occasion. Tono. There's no room for the substitute to turn. Yamamoto. Miura. Marcinho. Just probing for an opening. Tono might find one. Just didn't have enough penetration on it, the cross. Here's Miura. Is Lu Yanyi. Chempul. Chen again. See what he was trying to do, but never really looked like reaching Zeka. That's disappointing. Half a chance there for Kobayashi on that potential counter-attack. It's a good ball in for Kobayashi. Just couldn't take it down and have control of the ball. Defender on him very, very quickly. Oh, he spun away from trouble brilliantly, Marcinho. Still going. Yamamoto trying to make something of it. Comes Gazuni. Free kick given. It was a late challenge on Shandong's number 33. Marcel. Yanyi. The aimless one, that, to be fair. Yamamoto chips it on. Kawahara. It's been a tidy player, and that's an excellent ball. This is Tono. Will it reach Kobayashi? No, it won't. Galzuni was covering. Tono seems to be switching flanks. He was predominantly on the left just after he came on, and we suddenly saw him pop up on the other flank. Miura. Marcinho. Into the feet of Erison. Well, that was a bit of a giveaway. I don't think Wenham will get to that. Cecile was always favourite. Yamamoto. It was intended for Van Womerskeren, but it never looked like reaching him. Zeka. Chempul. I don't think Kang Hee Choi, the Shandong boss, will be hugely impressed with the way his team have passed the ball this match so far. We've played for nearly an hour. Really had too many spells of sustained possession. There's a case in point, giving it away again. Well, not sure how much there was in that. It's going to be a yellow card for Jezil. I'd like to see the replay. Let's have a look. I don't think there's anything anywhere near his face. Okay, but it was really nothing particularly problematic, I wouldn't have thought. From the reaction of Wenon, I'd imagine it was a full-blown right hook. However, it's a caution for the Brazilian. Oh, there's a bit of blood there, actually. Maybe it did him a disservice. And if it's a blood injury, then he's not going to be able to continue straight away, at least. Well, a few anxious faces amongst the visiting fans here. I think Wenon's going to be okay. Well, the crowd didn't like the way he went down, clearly. But, he's got himself a free kick. And he's back on the ball here. And he's used it well. Here's Liu Yanyi. He wanted to dwell on it, though. Marcel. Gaozunyi. Nice little nutmeg, but there was cover. Liu Yanyi. Keeper thought about coming and then went back. I think that was the right decision. Just been caught on the ball a couple of times in the last few minutes. Kawasaki Frontale. The one enemy they might have is just complacency, really, because other than that one spell when they hit the bar, Shandong haven't threatened very often. Here's Kobayashi. Mura takes over. Erison. Not much of an angle for him, and the defender stuck to him like glue. Erison again. Lovely nutmeg. Erison! Well, you cannot fault the Brazilian's effort. Non-stop running. He's creative. We saw that fabulous little trick he did in the first half. Lovely nutmeg on Junjun. Defender knew he couldn't touch him, otherwise it would have been a penalty. Lives life on the edge, doesn't he? Bundle of energy. The 25-year-old. He's won his team a corner here. He was heading towards it, Erison, but in the end, it was Jezil who met it and put it perfectly into the corner. 3-0 Kawasaki, and surely that is game over. It all seemed to happen in slow motion. Wasn't far away from Harrison, but it was his fellow Brazilian, Jezil, who placed it unerringly into the bottom corner. Wasn't much of a challenge from Marcel, you'd have to say. He just stared and watched the number 3. And then turned around as if to say, whose man was he? Well, I think he was his. It's his first goal of the campaign. And Kawasaki now looking very, very good with a 3-0 lead. It's like a double change being planned potentially for the home team. Just break off because Wenon is through on goal here. Wenon, great chance and excellent goalkeeping again. And I don't think he's even going to get the corner. But he's done brilliantly, Jun Sung-yong here, and not for the first time in the match either. Excellent positioning. I think we're going to see the Kawasaki top scorer, Shin Yamada, shortly. Looks like potentially a double change being lined up by Toru Aniki. Jung Jung-yu. Look how deep Zeka has to come to pick it up now. Well, one of the goal scorers coming off, Yamamoto. His really cunning free kick just before half-time, fouling the keeper at the near post. So he's one of those to make way. Kento Chachibanda is going to come on, number 8. And there is Shin Yamada, 20 goals for the season. Marcinho is off as well. Leonardo is on as well. He saw Marcinho coming off. Knocked away by Jung Jung. So we're past the 3-quarter mark in the contest, and Kawasaki Frontale looking very cosy indeed with this 3-0 lead. Kang Sun-yi. Chempel. Delivered first time, but not very effectively by Liu Yanyi. Ogni. Just a little bit of housekeeping. Kobayashi was the other man who was withdrawn. That last triple substitution. So just got the one remaining replacement, Turo Aniki. Here's Jasil. First touch for Inaga. Miura. Harrison really deserves a goal. His sterling effort so far tonight. Shooting chance here, and it wasn't very far wide from So Kawahara. Keeper may have had it covered, but it's pretty adjacent. Too high for Zeka, and then cleared away out of danger by Sota Miura. Yanaga. Good challenge from Wu Xinghan. Nearly. It's looked very lively in August since he came on. .38 he is now, but still looks pretty quick. On the last of his 3 caps way back in 2011. Had an excellent career, actually in Spain. And came here 7 years ago, and he's already nearing 250 league appearances. Nariyama. Nariyama again. Looking to play it in behind the fullback, and he's done exactly that. Miura to the far post, and he was never really in control of that, Shin Yamada. You just know his predatory instincts are going to take him to the right place, but I just think the cross was not quite where he would have wanted. Fullback all at sea. Always just stretching a little bit, Yamada. Oh, a few nervous faces there amongst the Shandong Taishan fans. Definitely won't be all over for them if and when they lose this match. It'll make it much harder though to get into the top 8 and a qualifying spot for the round of 16. Yanaka. Tachabanda. Now Jasil. So we've got exactly a quarter of an hour to play of normal time in this second half. Kawasaki Frontale in cruise control. Seal. Broken up by Abdulamu. Zeka. Luyanyi. Almost queuing up to head that away. Don't think Diatono's going to be down for too much longer here. Clumsy really from Abdulamu, but certainly no malice to it. Here's Jasil. Temple. Nowhere near Zeka. Quality of the final ball tonight from Shandong has been way below what they would expect. That was nearly a real giveaway. This is Zeka. Chempul. Less said about that, the better, really. Amateur golfer off the tee. Well, you heard that blatant foul, and that will be a caution. Have absolutely no complaints about that, Lu Yanyi. step right across Shin Yamada. Knew exactly what he was doing. So 4 men in the referee's book now. Too much on the free kick. Well, they made the one change up to now. We're going to see another, although surely too late to affect anything. So Chempul coming off, man has just been booked, and Tong Lei is coming on to take his place. Predominantly a right back, so that might mean a bit of a reshuffle. Well, it's in the walls again here, Shin Yamada. Just been down for a couple of minutes. He's come off the bench and basically they've tried to kick him pretty much every time he's got the ball. There's the Shandong substitute. Be a Shandong ball. Just happy to, I was going to say play a bit of keep ball, but they have got it back now. Kawasaki Frontale. It's with Jasil. Got there first, Ianaga as well. Just a goal kick. Crowd don't like it. Hard to tell from that angle, actually. Well, be a bit fortunate to get away with that, Marcel. Final change. Erison is coming off. He's put in a serious shift tonight. He really has. And Sonakanda will come on and replace him up front. He's run his socks off, he really has. Ianaga. Nicely into Kawahara. And first time on the volley, that would have been some goal. Just got a fraction underneath it. Lovely build-up play again, though. And Diatono just couldn't keep it down. Some of Kawasaki's build-up play tonight has been a real joy to watch. Kept alive well by Yamada. This is Tono trying to get Yamada back in. Won't get a penalty for that. Just slipped over, I think, in the end. It'll be a free kick here for Kawasaki. Still time for a fourth. Miura over the free kick. And plenty waiting. In with the left foot then from Miura. Looking for Jazil again, I think. Yanaga. And again. By Marcel. Here comes Miura. Made room for the cross, and that's stayed in play and had to be put behind for the corner. I think the Shandong players thought, like I did, that it had gone out before it came back. The referee said no, so it will be a corner. They know their team are home and dry now. Can they ice the cake with a fourth here from this corner? Here comes Tono. Oh, just wide. He was up there again, Jazil. Got the taste for it, having scored from that corner a bit earlier in the half. Yes, again, he got between two defenders. He's miscued the header, actually, against the body of Gao Zunyi. Just at the moment, they are camped in the Shandong Taishan half, but that is much, much too big for anyone waiting. Nonetheless, the damage has been done as we move into the last 2 minutes of the 90. So they're going to go into the new year in a really good position in the group. Kawasaki on to 12 points, which will put them or keep them in fourth place. But the three teams above them, Yokohama, Gwangju and Vissel Kobe, they've all got 13, so only 1 point more. And of course there are still 2 group matches to play in 2025. First of those for Kawasaki is away at Pohang Steelers. And then they finish with a home match against Central Coast Mariners, who are actually already eliminated. So you'd have to think they're in a great position to secure a spot in the round of 16. Somehow it stayed in play. It's a nice little nutmeg from Ionaga. It's looked good since he came on. Forced a little bit wide, but it'll be a tap in, and they have got a fourth. Tucked in really nicely by Shin Yamada. His 21st of the season. Again, excellent build-up play. And Shandong Taishan were chasing shadows. 4-0, the goal coming in the last minute of normal time. He couldn't miss. Put on a plate for him by Soma Kanda. There was the look up. He knew exactly where Yamada was, and he found him perfectly. He was never, ever going to miss from that range. So off the bench and onto the score sheet. And we're into 3 minutes of time added on. I would imagine that Shandong players just want to get into the sanctuary of the dressing room. Think back to those 2 or 3 chances they had in quick succession when the score was 1-0. Great save from Jun Sung-yong onto the crossbar. Another top stop immediately afterwards, almost in the same passage of play. Had that gone in, might have been a different story, but we'll never know. It's Tong Lei. Hardly had a shot really in the second half, Shandong Taishan. It's done brilliantly, Shin Yamada, to come away with that. And look, they've got 3 on 2 here if they can play this right. It's Kanda in possession. Or maybe, if he looked up earlier, he might have seen Shin Yamada in a whole load of space. Went himself. Maybe I think that was probably not the right decision. A trip. Referee says that'll do, gentlemen, and a comprehensive victory for Kawasaki Frontale. 2 up in the first half. Marcinho very early, then Yamamoto's clever free kick. Jasil there, the man on your screen, with a free header from a corner, and then top scorer Shin Yamada coming off the bench late on to add a 4th. It means that Kawasaki Frontale are looking really good for a round of 16 place. For Shandong Taishan, well, there's still a chance, but they're almost certainly going to have to win their last 2 matches in the new year. Full time here is finished Kawasaki Frontale 4, Shandong Taishan 0.